Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Path of Exile. In keeping up with my promise at the end of the last episode, I am attempting to get out at least an episode every 24-ish hours. So here I am at 5 AM, still up, recording an episode, hopefully not too tired, so if I kind of drone off and stop moving and the video goes for like 5 hours, it's probably because I fell asleep here at the keyboard. In other, kind of keeping up with what I've been complaining about in previous episodes, my number 3 thing happened. I rendered an episode of Let's Play on Epic as an AVI that was like 360 by 240, and yeah. It was low quality, tiny. Did I ever actually rescue Tolman? No, I did not. So we're supposed to be in the crematorium today. Yay for knowing what I'm supposed to be doing. It's a very, very rare occasion that it happens, and it's worth celebrating. With what? I don't know, and something's running around. Death blood. Why? How do I get the death blood? Why am I using basic attacks? I don't know. Yep. This isn't exactly terribly awesome either. What is this nonsense taking multiple hits to kill enemies? Damn enemies, and they resist elemental damage. So yeah, this place is gonna suck just a little bit because of that. Where'd that guy go? There he is. Activating my aura won't hurt. There's some fire traps. Kinda feel like cold trap should be an AoE of some sort. Split arrow gem leveled up. That's always nice. Almost missed an orb of alchemy. Thank goodness I didn't realize this was a dead end over here. So, what shall we discuss today? Has my ice shot gem kind of caught up? What level gem is it now? It's level 23 gem. I am level 26. Burning arrows 26. It's just about caught up. I could start using that now. What did I do? I tapped X, apparently. Alright, whatever. Moving onward. Hello. 19% equipment is always pretty decent. I haven't fallen asleep yet. I'm still here. Still going. Double check. I'm still worried about screwing up recordings. It does really suck to screw them up. It goes doubly so for games... Where the hell's their door? It goes doubly so for games that I can't actually roll back. This is going to be a complete dead end this way. It's going to be up to the north I need to be going. Watch, I'm going to run down here and not find an entrance. Correct. Like I said. I especially hate when I run into the issues when it's a game that I can't actually resolve the issue myself. Like a single-player game, La Mulana and stuff, I have tons and tons of saves backed up. If something goes screwy and I have to redo it, I can redo it. It's no big deal. I got a ton of save files from each little bit along the way. Path of Exile, obviously, it's all the saves are stored on the Path of Exile servers. So I can't exactly roll that back. Same thing with Unepic. I do make backup saves, probably not as often as I should. It is offline, but it's only 1 slot per character. So I have to go back up the files manually and disable synchronization in Steam, and it's a pain in the ass. So I really don't do it too often. Hasn't been an issue yet, but and that hopefully won't change, mind you. But yeah. Hopefully that'll stay not being an issue. Die. We're putting that much effort into killing a single thing, it's like, you're gonna die before I'm done with you, damn it. Tons of enemies, I wish these weren't all elemental resistant. Good chunk of my damage. This guy's just resistant to fire, that's nice at least.
My spirit is spent.
Likewise with this guy. So when they're not, resistant to the stuff, I do pretty nice damage still. The problem is just all these guys are freaking resistant to elemental damage, and you can see quite a bit of my damage is elemental damage. go this way. I normally don't want to bother with this guy. Too much damage. This guy's generally not worth killing. Ah, hell, we'll throw down a portal. We'll kill Cinderfire or Hate Beat or... As usual, kill off all the little friends roaming around, and then kill the big guy. Hopefully getting a decent drop to make this worth it. Just something to kind of break up the monotony. Just kind of stand in his firestorms. Or Rain of Fire, or whatever the hell this spell is called. And if nothing else, I leveled up, and we're gonna get some more life. Because who doesn't love living? Well, that skeleton sure didn't love living, because he just died. Maybe he loved living, but I don't know. I was going somewhere with that, and it's apparently not going anywhere. It's stalled out halfway. Oh well. Well, someone sounds like they're having a good time. Yeah, not really. It's, yeah, it didn't sound too good. So you forgot the safe word, and, well, that's still not a good thing. If you're attempting to use a safe word and you can't remember the safe word, you're gonna have a bad time. No, one of you is gonna have a bad time. But, yeah. Why must you be elemental resistant? Where do we need to be going? Why do I still always run out of Quicksilver flasks? And why do I not just dodge out of the way of stuff so I could avoid wearing armor for even longer? But no, I like to just face tank everything. So it slows down the roaming around, but I kill things slightly quicker. Probably not worth the trade-off all said and done. Things would be a lot quicker and easier if I just had the movement speed instead of a little bit of extra armor. Little safety net portal scroll so I don't have to run back down here.
Here you are. Put the stray puppy down, boys.
Holy crap. And occasionally we come across things that we can't face tank. Especially when we start getting built up with shock stacks. Shock stacks are not fun. And Rain of Lightning. And I'm still shocked. I might really need to consider an elemental resist ring here. Of course, I don't have a topaz ring, so that won't do me much good. And she's almost down to, yeah. Good ways to go still. Oh no, what? What? Where? No, I almost, yeah. She runs away at half health. It's like, oh, she's at like 2/3 health. This will be over in a second anyway. Screw it. And with that, we acquired something. Necklace. Tolman's bracelet. We're gonna bring it to Clarissa.
Oh, God.
She made it for
I
Tolman.
want to pay my debt.
Heidi tortured him to death, and he died. So we got his bracelet off his corpse, brought it to Clarissa to prove he died, and she's gonna help us out forever. How kind of her. Oh, some people, I imagine, would just get pissed off and, like, say, screw you, bastard, why didn't you save them, yada yada. She's like, oh, well, yeah, that sucks. Here's some keys to some sewers. Although, all said and done, you know, sewer keys. To enter a city's bowels and to be privy to its best-kept secrets. Yeah, but they're sewers. They smell, they're sewers. What kind of, yeah, it's like a passive-aggressive thing. Yeah. You did what I asked you. Yeah, you didn't actually bring them back. Yeah, have some sewer keys. Here you go. Enjoy. Do I want any of this stuff at this point? Let me get a frenzy. Yeah, well.
General Governor.
When in doubt, leave it sitting there.
Oh, Mr. Ball, the poet Victorian.
And And while we're here, we may as well look for any chromatic orb items. I don't see any, don't see any. And don't see any. Alright, moving on yet again. Back to the slums. Now, we still have to find the exit out to the warehouses or the entrance to the sewers. Either will suffice for our purposes. These things don't resist all elements, so they will die somewhat quicker as we level up hatred. These guys actually aren't a terrible experience. I was expecting them to be a lot less because they're spawned from something. Or is it only the ones that are actually spawned in the initial bunch or give experience? I don't know exactly how it works. I'm pretty sure the initial group of them will give experience, but any that are spawned from the boss itself won't. So like if I stood there and kept killing them over and over, I wouldn't get any drops or experience from them. Which sucks, but makes sense, because otherwise all you'd have to do is farm and find one of those and just kind of stand there and kill one thing at a time, and it really wouldn't be anything difficult. And with the right setup, you could actually just like leave a paperweight on your button and just keep shooting in the right spot, and you'd come back a few hours later and you'd just have a bunch of experience.
My spirit is spent.
Like if you had, since you have blood magic, you could just kind of like, if that's the enemy there, you know, you could just like, that's where it's spawn stuff. Like that's where it's gonna stay. You just keep standing here spamming away. And you have enough regen and stuff. It actually moves around, so that might not work. If the thing didn't move, you could do that. The necromancers might be a better example of that because I believe those won't move as long as they have something to resurrect. All that said and done, we found the sewers. Our mission is to find the next area, as well as Victoria's stashes, or I believe the platinum busts. I think they're all platinum. I don't really know. I'm gonna assume they're all platinum. Not that it's really gonna be an issue either way, but that's not going to be over there. This is a dead end. It's obviously not going to be here. They are in unique rooms, so when you do find them, they'll... When we've done it a few times, you'll see the room is kind of a... I don't know the exact shape you'd call it, but almost like an X-shaped room. X-shaped room. I kind of feel like I said that wrong the first time. Kind of run around and just show what I mean. It's like not quite. Yeah, it's whatever shape it is. Yeah, whatever. It's whatever shape room this is. They're all like that. So when you run across the corner of that room, you know it's the right room. Yeah. Exciting stuff as I think briefly. Could be up here. No. Not in this case. All I want to do is find the entrance to the next area. Where is it? Gotta be here somewhere. There it is. Onto the warehouses. There's a waypoint down in here, so that'll be good to grab. And then we'll head up into the actual warehouse area. Because I don't believe this connects to the marketplace sewers, I think is the last one. We'll find out what the last one is shortly. Or soon enough, or eventually. Pretty sure it's the marketplace. I've been playing some Marvel Heroes on and off. It's actually... Crap, what the hell? leaps onto enemies. It's like I didn't... No? Damn. This is why I generally attempt to remember to drop a town portal at the beginning of areas, so that when things like that happen, I don't have to run all the way back. So as I was attempting to say, I've been playing a little bit of Marvel Heroes. It's a game pretty similar to Path of Exile Diablo. It's one of these hack and slash RPGs. I think hack and slash is the correct term. Not mash them up. It's the same style game, just as superheroes. The game, it's not bad, don't get me wrong. It's, if you like superheroes, by all means, give it a go. Try it out. It's good for some messing around, if nothing else. The game has some issues, though. There's a lot of balance issues. There's a lot of balance issues. It goes from some characters are just like completely overpowered, and then they get to just others are just worthless. The way the game handles loot, too, it's kind of one of those... Path of Exile does loot pretty well. There's, you know, obviously currency drops until you get, like, a lot of stuff, and which one is, oh, I don't need Scrolls of Wisdom, I don't really need Town Portal Scrolls anymore. So you stop picking those particular things up. But for the most part, there's always stuff to look out for. You know, you gotta watch out for those chromatic orb recipes. You got if you're still up to whetstones and armor or scraps, you want to keep an eye out for high quality weapons or armor. You want to keep an eye out for six links. You want to keep an eye out for just decent magic stuff you happen across. If you're looking for high-end gear, you might want to regal something particularly good that's magic quality. Even just regular old, just, you know, finding rares all around. When you find gear, it's kind of exciting. You can always find something decent. And you always want to keep looking at it. Marvel Heroes, it's kind of like, you know, you have this quality items. You have grays, which are just, like, here, it's like these white items, like these, that just are all over the place. There are tons and tons of them. You know, if you've ever seen screenshots of like high-end maps with the increased item quantity and all that stuff, and the screen is just completely covered with items, Marvel Heroes isn't terribly far off from that. It's like, just generally speaking, a big group of enemies, like majority of your screen will be covered, but probably like, I'd say probably a third of it, just for whatever. This is just a normal occurrence. Greens are pretty common. They're all over the place. They're kind of like the blue quality items. You find them too often. When you get to the blue items, you still find them way too often.
My spirit is spent.
What makes matters worse, purples are pretty rare. They're actually pretty uncommon. I've found maybe 5 or 6. So they're actually kind of like uniques when you get up to the purple ones. They are, you know, they're pretty uncommon. The problem is, Path of Exile, you have the Orbs of Chance. You know, you can spam a whole bunch on an item. You have a chance that the item could eventually be a unique. Well, Marvel Heroes has a recipe you can perform that turns a blue item into a purple item. So basically, it's the Path of Exile equivalent of if you could turn a rare quality into a unique quality just by throwing some crappy little Scroll of Wisdom in there. It's stuff you find tons and tons of. So there is zero challenge whatsoever at getting all your characters just complete the purple item out. It's just unbelievably easy. There are also cosmic items, which are a step above, and they are the actual equivalent of uniques. The problem is those are so insanely, stupidly rare. It's I don't even know how to put it. It's like Comb's Heart, like rare. You'd have more. You'd probably. I don't want. That might be a little bit of an exaggeration, but a Comb's Heart, 6-linked, perfect slot layout, as just a random drop on the ground would be more likely to happen than finding a cosmic in Marvel Heroes. Yeah, it might be a little bit of an exaggeration there, but they are really uncommon. But all in all, it makes the loot is just completely just unrewarding. There's really nothing to look forward to. The The combat, it is fun. I really can't fault the combat too much. A lot of champions just have an issue of there really isn't much purpose in using more than 1 or 2 abilities, which I say that having used almost nothing but split arrow, rain of arrows rather, this entire time. And it's like, just, it goes into the way the mobs balance when there's other people around, and it's like MMO kind of thing, so there's always other people around. For every person around, your damage basically gets reduced by a significant chunk. To the point where, when there's a whole bunch of people around, you're extremely weak. Normal, you know, like whatever... Wait for this to load quick. Path of Exile does the same thing too, actually. It's like, if there were a full party, these things wouldn't die as quickly. They'd have more health, you do less damage, however it works out, you know, they're harder to kill. With Marvel Heroes, it's like, everything just has a ton of hit points. It's like you're standing here, it's like... Alright, we killed 1 enemy, and there's like 25 of them here. And that's obviously as you solo focusing on 1 enemy. It gets a little weird trying to describe it, but all in all, I don't know, it just feels really off, and just... It's a lot more fun running around solo than it is having a bunch of other people there. Despite the fact that it feels pretty epic to have a whole bunch of superheroes running around, and you're one of them fighting enemies. It's a great concept, they've just, like, not really executed it well. So, yeah, I don't know. It's definitely worth giving the game a look, but it has its issues. I guess, realistically, every game does. So, wait, is that a weapon? No. And we're getting more life, is that what this note is? Yes. Alright, more life. What else is new? Well, just more life. There's going to be a lot of instances where it's just going to be, oh, what are we going to spend skill points on? More life. Because who doesn't love more life? Alright, and the marketplace. We got kind of lucky. Found it pretty quickly. I want to basically hit the waypoint. If I get this very quickly, we'll finish up the platinum bus. If it takes me, we're at 23 minutes or so. So we'll see how this goes. If I can get the waypoint and the sewer quest completed, that'd be cool. But I'm not counting on it. And yeah, those statues, definitely not worth killing. Just way too much health, and they don't give any extra experience. Kind of like those bears back in Act 2. They had a lot of health, but they gave quite a bit of experience. And why is my aura off again? This happens a whole lot. Is this it? Alright. Nope, didn't live. But I got the town portal out, and it's going to be fun getting back in here. We're just going to say screw that rare. I was like, now the rare here, it's kind of worth doing it, and not anymore. Alright, I'm going to drop another backup portal scroll, and I'm going to make a run for it. There's a nice little trick here to avoid all these things spawning. You just run along the outside, and hug the corner, and run along the outside, which I didn't quite do, but I skipped most of them. What I was hoping to do anyway. Apparently I'm just gonna kill this with Rain of Arrows, and maybe a Frost Arrow too. And a Portal Scroll, yay! I'm curious about one thing also. It's probably not gonna be where the waypoint is. And I only say this because once I say it, it will end up being here, like 2 feet away from where I am. Come on, no. Game, why can't you just play along? Not too much to ask. All I want is a waypoint nearby. It's really not unreasonable. And it should be right here somewhere. There, no, that's the sewers. Got excited for nothing for a second. There it is, and the sewers are right here next to it as well. That is perfect. Just thought of something too, and... I do want to keep an eye out for anybody who has a Lunaris temple. Solaris temple or Lunaris? I don't remember which I need. Whichever the first one is, I need the waypoint for that, preferably, because I really don't want to go through that area. Probably end up doing it anyway, but... it's just nice to have that waypoint up. Get a nice resist ring just for getting there. If I can get the waypoint up, I'll run out of the place. That'll be a slightly different thing. It'll kind of demonstrate the same thing, just backwards. That's not it, is it? No, like, can it be square rooms? I'm pretty sure they're all those weird shaped rooms I was kind of trying to describe earlier and failed horribly at doing. Dead end. And another dead end. What am I missing here? Apparently a whole bunch of stuff. Oh, game, why must you do this to me? Just for once, I'd like to get directly to where I need to go. Although, you know, I say that now, and it's like, all things considered, I was pretty lucky with finding stuff today. Getting through the slums, I found the waypoint, or the sewers from the waypoint pretty quickly. It was right there. So realistically, I have absolutely nothing to complain about. Whatever. Haven't really gotten much in the way of loot stuff, so I'll pick up some gloves. They'll make a nice little quality thing at some point. What am I even trying to say? Like I said, it's late, I'm tired. It's, they'll make a nice little whetstone or armor scrap at some point. That's what I was trying to sort of say. Kill you guys and kill your little rare friend over here. Screw you and your poison bombs. There it is. And the final platinum bust. I have... No, did I desync? What the hell's going on? Screw it, we're going for it. Worst case, we die and end up back in town. And there was a rare mix in there. Whatever, we died. We ended up back in town. Perfect. Let's see what we get for quest rewards. Some kind of gem, perhaps? Skill points. Passive skill point and 2 passive respecs. Perfect, I will take it. And with that... With that, I'm not entirely sure where I'm putting the skill point. I'm pretty sure it's going to be for these 2 things here, but whatever. We'll worry about that next time. Thanks for watching, and have a great day. And also, we're going to be doing some stuff next time. We'll be doing, the temple of some sort, Lunaris or Solaris, and heading out to the docks to get something there, and we'll head to... There's something in the battlefield or the barracks, I forget which it is. We'll get some ingredients to make a bomb to blow up something blocking the sewers so we can get to the second half of Act 3. And we probably won't be finishing up Act 3 next time, but we'll get close. Thanks for watching. Feel free to comment, rate, and/or subscribe, and have a great day.